Morning, morning, morning. Ooh, this looks interesting. Didn't get home till late last night because we were fitting up the sliders and mucking around with the wheel and stuff. But I've just come and looked at my desk. Something's been delivered. Looks interesting. Fragile glass, do not tip, manual handling. The only thing I'm waiting on is my suspension. I don't know if this is just the box, but it's got Jim Beam written on it. That'd be alright. I'm not sure exactly why though. What is this?
Wowza.
I don't believe this.
That's enormous.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright. Where does this come from? Oh no. I don't really know. Someone has sent me a ginormous bottle of Jim Beam, that's my drink. I've got a suspicion of someone who's capable of this actually, who could be in Queensland right now, driving up. And if it is, I'm gonna have to pose a coy phone call later to test out if it's the person I think it is, but someone's given me a massive bottle of booze. That's not gonna help my alcoholism, but gee, I'm gonna enjoy it. What a start to the day. All right, well, let's get into it. Today's video is about surrounding yourself with the best people you can to be the best you can, essentially. And I'm going to talk about some systems and technology I use for that as well, but I'm going to focus on the human side of it, amongst all the other stuff that's going to happen to my day. Because right now I need to get to Gawler Automatics to get my diff. I'm so chuffed with this. 4.5 litres.
Oh my god.
All right, it's gonna be a good Christmas. Here we go, another big day. So I got quite a few surprising comments from the vlog, or 2 episodes, and I must say I'm really chuffed at the nice kind things people have been saying. It's yeah, some people said they've been inspired and they're hating their day job, and I love my day job, don't get me wrong. It's just a mitigation thing. I've got to make sure that I'm not over a barrel. But yeah, today really the focus is suspension. No, well, the focus, besides all the other stuff I want to talk about in this video, but Steve said basically I need to get the suspension to him by noon today, because we've been developing these lower control arms for quite a while now. Gawler is this way, going to pick up my diff. It's got the locker fitted. Sorry, getting off track there. Bad video. All right, so we've been developing suspension. The first one came out, 18 months ago. On Track were nice enough to help us out, have a look at it. Needed to be modified, wasn't right. Ended up in Ilya's car, Dirty 62, and cracked, so we've got to fix that. So we did another prototype, which that's the red one you might have seen in some of my videos. That is tough as nails, but and it was 95% there. And but we just got to do Steve's place again. It's not there. I'm actually at work before him. So then I quickly, knowing that I wanted to get the suspension in for this trip, LCMP Fraser Island, we made some modifications. Got our factory to smash it out, It's been in air freight for like 3 weeks. I'm not sure how you can even call that air freight. Because it was a sample, there was no dollar figure associated to it, so customs got all upset about that. Anyway, it should have cleared. It should be in Adelaide. I just have to go find it. Otherwise, we're going to have to fit up our on-track suspension, which is perfectly fine, but I've been working on this for so long, I want it in my car. I suspect I know where that bottle of Jim Beam come from. I'm going to be a bit cheeky because it might not be, but I'm going to ring him up now. It's pretty early, but I know he's a plumber, so he's an early riser. You answer, yeah, buddy.
Dave.
Ah, you're supposed to say, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, I usually do, but I was driving. I was just thinking what I was going to say to you.
You're part of my vlog this morning as well, just to let you know.
I know, you know, I was going to say to you, I think that's the best one you released because it's you.
They're all me. So
What?
they're all me.
No, it's the story about you.
Yeah.
I think that was the best one. It gives it's not per se a company, you know what I mean? Like you deal with that, you deal with a person.
Well, yes, this is my life. So how's your Christmas going?
Yeah, good man. Got the airfield yesterday. We've arrived. I'm taking my car to get washed. I bought a new sticker kit. I'm going to put it on. New push barriers.
Sweet. I had a package rock up to my house this morning.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh,
Thank you.
well, the thing is, there was no name on it where it came from.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
A freaking massive bottle of Jim Beam.
Thanks, buddy, for this year.
It was you.
Yeah, it was, man.
That's too much, man. No, that's awesome. I'm gonna love it.
That's all right.
Okay.
That's just a, you know, thanks. Sometimes I'm good to deal with, sometimes I'm an asshole to deal with.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Thank you very much. I'm not going to lug it up to Fraser to share with you, sorry. Right, 7:30 in the morning. We're at this place, Gawler Automatics. They really pushed this diff out for me on a favour from Steve. So let's see if it's ready. That is now somewhere in there. Now going to go put it in the car again. Shout out to these dudes. Alright, next person to call is Matt. So Matt, if I had to put a quality on him, is entrepreneurship. him finding me. But yeah, he's one of these sort of people that can get things from places which no one else can find. He just, that's a quality that he has, and it's not as if any of us have got like spare time, but he seems to just be able to weed out the parts and deals and negotiations that is needed that I just don't have the time to do. So it also helps that he runs a logistics company. So I'm going to give him a buzz and see if he can update me on a few things that we need to go through. So any international people, don't message me, message Matt. He does all international. And he's on holidays and it's 7:40 in the morning. See if he picks up. Come on, mate.
Oh, it's cool, Matt Weber. I'm unavailable at the moment.
I know I said I was going to focus on the human component of this, but I want to talk a little bit about the systems and technology that I put in place to help me with this crazy life I seem to live. Like Facebook Messenger is like my communication tool. It's fast, fun, you can do emojis, you can do all of the GIFs and that sort of stuff, so like that's the human component. But for some reason, like you send someone an email and they'll sit on it. You ring someone and it'll go to message. and I've been with, like, in crowds or talking to someone, you know, during the day, in their working day. I'll be in the middle of a sentence and all of a sudden their phone beeps with a messenger beep, and they'll stop mid-sentence to look at their phone to see that message. So I kind of picked up on that and have made Messenger my tool for communication, because it seems to be the way you get a quicker response. The other things I do is the sharing components of, you know, how good computer world is at the moment. So I share a OneDrive with various people files. So I've got all my OneDrive shared with Jess and Matt and Peter for Dash Off Road. Then in my work life, day job life, I've got a OneDrive shared with Felix, so we can work on the same document. I can even see which cell he's working on my computer at the same time. And I share one with Sharon, and so we've all got these shared drives that we can all work on, but they're all separate to each other. So that's been a huge efficiency in my life. The next one's an app called To Do. Microsoft, not that I'm a big fan of Microsoft, but in To Do, it's the same sort of thing. You can write lists, associate it with different subjects. So like I've got one for my YouTube. Whenever I get an idea, I just put it into To Do. Also with Monday morning meetings with Jess and Matt, we go through a to-do list. Whatever we think of during the week, instead of being sporadic, we hold it for that meeting, then go through it and we can see it all. In the meeting we can go on and assign each task to different individuals and go and action it. When we come back next week, we can work out where we're at. And do it with Felix too. We're going to go see customers in my day job, and we'll talk about, you know, at the moment we're talking about his induction because he's new, and we're just going through in a systematic way all the stuff that we need to do. So that is helping to manage my life. Also, like I can't be at the yard all the time, so there's cameras there. Whenever a courier rocks up, I can see there's an automatic alert. So anything that's automated is very helpful. Like today we're expecting 20 slimline flares to come in, so, and also that other container, so I can watch that on camera, and then when it does, I can speak to Peter the storeman and say, oh, do you mind going out and putting that away and logging it in, so you kind people can go and buy it and bolt it up to your cars. So the technology is like a multiplier. I couldn't do everything on my own, but with all these systems in place, when it gets busy, the system gets me through. But I do need to speak to you, Matt. Call me back. Off to Steve's, give him the stiff, and I've got a little Christmas present for him. Steve loves his coffee. I swear every time I go in there, he's getting a coffee. I don't drink coffee at all. I used to, but I got totally addicted to it, so I cut it out when my son was born. And to be honest, it's the best thing that I've done. I used to wake up in the morning like, and then I'd have to have a coffee, and that would get me back up to, you know, 100%. And I found if I didn't have a coffee, I was a grumpy bugger. And then, yeah, when my son was born, I said, that's it, I'm gonna like quit coffee. And now I jump out of bed awake, like straight off the bat, and I like that feeling so much. I've just never gone back to coffee. Occasionally, like last Saturday when Steve and I fitted up the front bar on my patrol, I had my Christmas show the night before, and I must admit I was a little bit shady. So I had an ice, or about a half an iced coffee, and boom, awake, and like when I need it, it's there. But and I think if I have it when I'm like just normal, it like pushes me to 110%. I just like don't stop talking. So I bought Steve some organic decaf coffee, ACO certified, whatever that means. He probably will not drink it, but it's going to be a little bit of a chuckle anyway. And I'll go through how I met Steve too. Okay, last night we fitted the sliders up. Actually, I'll spin this camera around. Sort of after we signed off last night, we put these on. Pretty chuffed how they come out, to be honest. So yeah, different sort of design, a little bit of a kicker at the front here, not much, just slightly. Still heaps of room to put your foot on there to get in and out of the car, but a different top. So this is just a flat section, and it sits flat to the car. The other one dipped down a little bit, so it's flat all the way along. I don't know if this is going to be a commercial thing or not, but we've tested it, tried it. We'll go smash them at LCMP. Next problem is these wheels. So the wheels finally rocked up, although one was a bit damaged. Anyway, these are Simmons Max X12 for anyone interested, 20 by 9.5, and put a tyre on there and went to go have a look at fitting them up. Of course, we've already worked out we're going to need a wheel spacer. So I've got enough wheel spacers. It's naughty, but yeah. Next issue is, by the time we put the wheel spacer on and get a bolt on here, there's only going to be about that much thread to put the bolt onto once the wheel's on, and that's not good enough. Mate Brooksy's always said, whatever the width of the bolt is, you have to have at least that much here to have purchase. So I've got to go and find some studs, new studs. So that's today's little challenge, one of them. Get some longer studs, punch these out, put them back in, and see if we can get that wheel on. Not to mention the diff come back, but like you've got to remove the seals to do the diff. So luckily we've got some other diff gears. So Jared JPM, you know who you are. We're going to borrow your seals. I'll get you some more, but this has to happen today. I'm just going to borrow them. Now, while I'm here, I'm talking about like this video. Steve's over my shoulder here. There he is. He doesn't go on camera much, but we're going to make him do it today. This video is all about surrounding yourself with good people to be the best you can be. And I thought before I go into how you help me be the best I can be, I'd talk about how we met. So...
This is embarrassing.
It's a funny story, and I think it needs to be told. So I moved to Virginia about 10 years ago, and I'm very particular about the mechanics that work on my car. And I was using another one in town, and he's gone now anyway. But I came in one day, and I kind of interviewed Steve whether he was at my level to work on my car. And we had a bit of a chat out in the front office. And I'm like, all right, let's book it in. Next Wednesday, we'll get a service done and we'll test it out. Booked it in. All right, story changes a little bit because I had some friends over at home, and I've got chickens and stuff out the back. Anyway, this bloody husky digs under my fence, like grabs a chicken, shakes the hell out of it, freaks my kids out, then starts like systematically like eating my chickens. I grabbed this dog by the neck, took it outside at the front, had a phone number on it, rang the phone number, get here, pick up your dog. I don't know what I'm going to do with this stupid thing. Anyway, 10 minutes later, this lady rocks up, gets out the car sheepishly, picks up the dog, takes it away. Problem solved, except for 2 dead chickens and 1 half dead one that I had to finish off. Anyway, day's over, get a phone call, my car's ready, come down, pick it up. Walk into Steve's office just over here, and who's behind the counter? The person that come and picked that dog up.
It was one.
There was a bit of an awkward moment. It got me $50 off the service though, and that's how we met, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that, and then it's led into like all of this. So one thing I know with Steve is it's totally aligned to the whole Dash Off-Road 4x4 DNA project, and if I'm going to pick out a quality that's making this work, it's that we're both on the same direction, we're aligned, and this is going to turn into something great because we're never fighting, squabbling. There's not a scorecard of, you know, who's working harder in this business. It's just both head down, bum up, going the same direction. So alignment is what's going to get this going. What a stud.
Oh. You're a dick. There you go.
All right, I need one of them, 10 mil longer. Here we go. I got you a Christmas present, Steve.
You got me a Christmas
I
present.
did. You ready? I think you need this.
Tape measure. No. What? Is this a cheaper option? Saves me going next door.
No, it's decaf.
All right, mate. We'll do it. I'll give it a go a bit after. Thanks, Dave.
Good news. Studs. We found longer studs. So that problem is solved. Bad news. My suspension is in New South Wales still. So it's not all bad. I've got some spare suspension we'll chuck in, so that'll get me on the trip. And you know what will happen? We'll bolt up the on-track arms, and then my arms will come in, and that'll drive me bananas. But the cars, I think we're going to get this over the line. Steve's got like his whole team working on my car today to get everything done. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, quick costume change. Go and do the day job. The next person quality I want to talk about in surrounding yourself with like the best people, so you can be the best you can be, is love. And introducing my wife that I adore, Sharon. We met, what, 14 years ago?
16 in January.
Yeah, I was counting, I knew. And when we met, we tried to lower cars. Now we jacked them up for some reason. But we've been married for 12 years. 12 years?
Yes, yes.
And we've travelled the whole world. We've backpacked through Thailand, Laos. We've been to Nepal. We've built a house. Like, it's fair to say, if you can do all of that together, I think we're pretty rock solid.
Yeah.
But so I can have, this life that I live in so many directions, Sharon keeps the house running, puts up with my crazy ideas, keeps our kids fed and clothed. I couldn't do all of this without her, to be honest. So,
And me doing all the dishes for you.
and the dishes. So I'm very proud to say that love is an important thing to encompass all of this and be successful. Office life. So this is Felix. It's our Felix. Felix has only worked with us or with me for a couple of weeks. But essentially I told my work that I had to back off the whole rep thing, and otherwise I'm not going to cope. So they were kind enough to say, well, you can go out and hire an assistant, and this is how we got Felix. And one of the big reasons, he won't be an assistant for long, he's probably going to take my job very soon, I'd say. But one of the traits in the interview process, and now us working together, because I'm not always around, is autonomy. Essentially, Felix and I meet up every day. We work out what has to be done. I'll go and do my part of it. He'll go and do his part of it, and I don't have to worry about anything because he just self-starter gets it done. And I hope I give you what you need so you can get everything done too. Sometimes. But this is what helps this whole busy life happen. So my best mate Brooksy, met him when I was 15, I reckon, and in Ventures, which is like scouts, and we've been hanging out, playing with cars and doing stuff ever since then. Don't probably talk to each other as much as we could or used to, but the one thing about Brooksy is it's just loyalty. If there's something I need, he'll drop everything and do it. Today is another prime example. It's Wednesday. his crew, like he runs Brooks Lift and Shift, which is a crane truck company in Adelaide. If you ever need any crane truck business, highly recommend him and his boys to do the job, because they get things just right and quickly. But he was supposed to be knocking off yesterday. Today was just going to be like a pub day for them, break up for the year. And my container couldn't get there in time yesterday, so he's brought the crew in for one last job just for me for today. And like, what a loyal friend he has been the whole time I've known him, and even to this day he's still helping me out. I'm sure he's got better things he could be doing today, but like, to have people around me like that I know I can trust implicitly, they'll be there whenever, like when I really need someone or something, like they're there. Like you can't buy that sort of friendship or trust or quality. You either got it or you don't, and it's great to have people like that just around me. Missed it by that much. Didn't quite get it in, but I've got the thank you currency right here. Look at that. Making it happen. Look at that dust. Missed it by that much. Merry Christmas. I'm both at the same level. Brooksy, best mate, does all the shit that I can't do, and it's handy to know someone with a crane truck business.
Lift and shift.
Nothing happening. Alright, thanks man. Knock off now. Alright, here we are. Next stage of Dash container warehouse. So a couple of 40s, and so we've got one opening this end, and you notice that isn't opening that end, but we've got a vent. And then when you walk through here, so that will be the roller door where we can have incoming goods, and then we can put them on a trolley or whatever straight across here and down into the other one. And this 40 opens down that end, so we can have airflow when it's hot. Then there's whirlybirds in the top of both of them, and vents at either end. So once the whirlybirds are actually in, we're just like that at the moment. Yeah, lots of ventilation. I think I'm gonna have to sort out some lights. That's probably one thing I'm gonna have to sort out. But the company that I bought all these and did everything with, they gave me a free paint job, which I was pretty happy with. Bought a few containers from there. I'll have to get lighting. This will be 2021. We'll get this all sorted out, have heaps more capacity, which means we can order more stock in and service everyone better. Kind of feels like it's getting real, hey? We've got, yeah, so 2 40s here, 20 high cube, and then our delivery container down the other end. Feeling pretty good about all this. Next, I'm going to give Jess a call because we couldn't run Dash off-road without her dedication. Just knowing that she can, like, if I ask her to do something, it gets done. I don't have to ask her twice, 3 times. It's like, Jess, need this done. Like, she's just so good at that. So I'm going to give her a phone call. You can see who the important people are in my life just by the speed dial. She's not actually working today, she's off for the year, so, but knowing how dedicated she is, I bet she probably still picks up the phone. I could be wrong. Just to say Merry Christmas.
Oh, okay, Merry Christmas.
Thank you for all your help this year. It's like, we couldn't have done it without you, and like the whole dedication of, like, just when we ask you something, you just get it done, and it makes it so much easier. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thanks to some Christmas magic, this is happening. So longest studs are on. There's one of Santa's little elves over there working. We have suspension. So we have wheels, we have suspension. It's all coming together. Waiting for the loom for the Navas to come in. But it looks like I'm gonna have a car. Nothing's tested, but like this is looking promising. Things are going pretty well. Look at this. It's all happening. I can't believe this is actually gonna happen. Bash plates going up. You'll notice this last lot of bash plates, we've changed this and put the extra vents in it. This is one for, like, when you do this to a bit of metal, it adds more strength, so it can't bend that way. I bet I still will bend it, but that's the concept. Plus, it will let stuff drain out instead of being like just another way to hold sand, mud, all that sort of thing. So, anyway, little improvements as we go. Oh, wrong way. This is, like, in theory, we've tried to fit these wheels. We haven't actually done it yet because it's been impossible without the studs, spaces, everything. It's the first time we've got everything all together. This is the first look at the 35 Ninos on 20s. Yeah, bud, which I just learned about. Turns out, yeah, bud is a thing. Does it clear the caliper? Yep. Ooh. Oh, we got random. It's like 3 mil there. And I don't know, all these people on the forum talking about fitting a 35-inch under there. My God. That's not an easy task. That's like a 2-hour job with a hoist and tools. I hope I never ever have to get that 35-inch tyre out of there. But it's a Mickey Thompson. It's not even a real 35. This is looking sick though. I'm really happy with this.
Yeah, but your measurement's the wrong way. Look, that's like one. That's it. 2 up under that one, and then we'll see what the other set behind it.
What a day! What a 3 days! Steve's like just worked his nut off this week, punching out cars. So check this out. This is both Mosa Blue with the colour code blue with the black little inserts, and then I've done the textured, Dave cameraman, textured, just with a little bit of blue here, just a little strip across there. But that's kind of the day and signing off. What I really want to point out here, and I'll get out of the sun, here we go, get out, now the sun's behind me. The point of today's vlog is, and you've got it throughout the whole video here, surround yourself with the best people so you can be the best that you can be. But this isn't like a one-way thing, it's two-way. Whatever the people that I get to surround me, I want to give back to them more, you know, just as much if not more back. So it goes two ways, because you can't just do this one way. You've got to have that trust, loyalty, that entrepreneurship, the love, all of those, the alignment, all of those important things that create, you know, an amazing synergy between us all and moving forward. I love doing this, and I love doing it with the community and all the people that I get to work with every day. Until tomorrow. Yeah.